Hi everyone, my name's Kujalina and I am starting a YouTube channel. Now, I was sitting around thinking, what first video could I make that people could possibly find interesting to watch? And then I realized it is band camp season. And for those of you who have never been, or you're probably like, what happens at band camp? And those of you who have might just want to hear my funny stories. So I sat down and I made a list of some of the funniest things that have happened at my band camp. So here are my top 10 funniest stories from band camp, which I'm going to have to read off the list because there's no way I'm actually going to remember them all. Alright, number 1, car wash. Okay, there's a tradition in our band that during warm-ups, we all just stand in block, put our arms out and swing back and forth, and I guess it's supposed to stretch our backs or something. But the funniest part is that we have our drum majors run up and down the rows of the block, and we just hit them as they go by. And it's actually kind of harsh because the drumline kids get really into it, and they'll like make fists or they'll actually wind up their arms and hit. And so it can be kind of painful. In my freshman year, my drum major actually got back to the front of the block and someone had hit him in the nuts and he actually fell on the ground. And so when he gets up there, he gets his microphone and he goes, "So something happened that wasn't quite car wash appropriate. I would appreciate if it didn't happen again because I would like to have children someday." And it was kind of sad, but it was also kind of funny, and we ended up hitting him again the next day, but that's how car wash works for you. Alright, number 2, berry shark. Okay, every year at band camp we have theme days, and every day has a different theme. Last year, Friday was just a crazy day, and people were wearing some weird stuff, but this kid named Barry comes in a full shark costume, head to toe, long sleeves, long pants, fuzzy shark costume. And it is hot, and he has on a feather boa and everything with it. And I don't know how he survives. No one really knows how he survived. But our assistant band director stands up when we're outside and he goes, "You know, sometimes I see people in black shirts at band camp and I'm like, I couldn't do that. Then I see some people in long pants and I'm like, that'll never be me." And then there's Barry. And yes, there was Barry. And he's crazy. And we still don't know how he did it. Alright, number 3, boob slapping. Alright. So before we got our new band director, our drill charts used to look like this. And they were just big grid sheets with points on it. You can't really see it, but that orange highlighted spot was me. And so you just look at it, find your spot, and go to it. So the cool thing about it was you can roll them up and you can hit people with them. In my freshman year, the seniors taught me that a lot of times the girls will go around and they'll hit each other with them in the boob, and it was called a boob slap. So we all go around and we'd hit each other with our rolls in the boob, and it was really funny. A little painful, but mostly really funny. All right. And number 4, in the butt. All right, boobs and butt right in a row. This is a good start to this video. But another thing that happened my freshman year with some of the senior girls in my section was we came up with this thing where after people said something, we'd go in the butt, real quiet afterwards. And it was really funny. Like, we had a conversation with another guy, and the entire time we were just going in the butt, in the butt, in the butt, and he had no idea what was going on. And we were in formation out on the field, and the field commander was saying stuff, and he'd say something like, "And we're going to do this thing," and we'd just be like, "in the butt," and we'd start cracking up in the middle of the field. And we probably shouldn't have done it, but it was funny, and he gave us a weird look, but we didn't get in trouble for it, so that's the important part, right? All right. Number 5, trumpets were meant to fly. So another one of our theme days is Section Unity Day, where each section has everyone dress up together. In my freshman year, all of the trumpets dressed up as like fairies, I guess. They all had these big sparkly fairy wings, and they had like those antenna headband things with like sparkly balls or hearts or whatever on them. And all the boys, all the girls were wearing these sparkly wings and headbands, and it was funny because everyone would make jokes about it. Like during stretches, our field commander, when we were in the butterfly stretches, we're like, "All right, trumpets, this is your natural territory," and it truly was. And then after a while, their section leader, this boy named Logan, took everyone's wings. So he's got like 14 pairs of wings on. Like, he's got them on his back, on his front, on his legs, on his head. He took like 3 different headbands on. I wish I had a picture of it, but man, it was great looking. All right. Number 6, the Hauser Hustle. So my sophomore year, for some reason, everyone was really bad about wearing sunscreen on their first day of band camp. If you haven't been to band camp yet, wear sunscreen. You need it, people. So this girl named Chelsea gets 2 of the spray bottles of sunscreen, and she's just running up and down the lines like, ah! Spraying people's arms, spraying people's chest as she's going past, just going crazy with it. And it's been an inside joke ever since, and people have tried to do the Hauser Hustle before, but it'll never be the same as the original. So people, wear your sunscreen, and you won't have to have this happen to you. All right. Number 7, marching into the fire truck. All right. Every year at band camp so far, we have had a fire truck come and spray us with the fire hose. So my freshman year, I wasn't really expecting it. So I see the fire truck and I'm not really sure what's going on, but our field commander lines us up into block, and then he starts marching us forward, and suddenly the fire hose comes on, and he marches us straight into the stream, and so we all got soaking wet. And it was really funny because there were these 2 boys who were really hardcore, and they stood there at attention the whole time, getting soaking wet because he never technically caught us out of attention. And so a bunch of us were like running around getting soaking wet. A lot of us went up and hugged the band director in a huge group hug as like a punishment for getting us wet without an option. But really, it's awesome. It's really fun, and there are some funny memories from it. All right, 8. I'm not even going to describe the name of this one first. I'm just going to tell you. So we used to do this thing at band camp where we'd have a 2-hour dinner break and then come back for 3 more hours of band camp. Well, my sophomore year, this kid named Anthony in my section decided to have like Chipotle or Taco Bell or something equally stupid during his dinner break. And so he comes back. 30 minutes into marching, he literally shit his pants. And he didn't know what to do about it. He didn't ask to go to the bathroom, so for 2.5 hours, he marched around with shit in his pants without doing anything. And it's one of the funniest things to this day that we talk about. We started calling him Hershey. He got the dedication award, which had all kinds of puns in it, like, this band member had a true sense of duty. For him, band does not come number 2 in his life. I still can't talk about it without laughing. It was great. All right. Okay, number 9, the turtle. My freshman year, this freshman snare drum was walking backwards to get into another set, and he just fell over backwards. And you know, the snare drum's in front of him, so he can't get up, so he's just sitting there on his back like a turtle. And it was funny because all the drumline members were like, oh my gosh, are you okay, running to help him? And the rest of us are just laughing, and it's actually not funny. I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry. Let's move on before I get myself deeper in that hole. All right, number 10, the last one, ripping my pants. So last year, I went to my first day of band camp, and I was so excited. I got some new shorts. They were the cool kind with the spandex underneath, so I wouldn't chafe or anything. And since I was on leadership team, I got there about 30 minutes early. After about 15 minutes, I looked down, and I realized there is a giant hole in my pants. Like, look at this. I can see through it. I was so mad, and I had to go through my entire first day of band camp in front of all these new freshmen with a giant hole in my pants that I couldn't do anything about. It was not fun, but now I look back, and it's kind of funny. Alright, so there were my 10 funny band camp experiences. Mine starts on Monday, so hopefully I'll have a few more funny ones this year. Band camp's really great. Everyone do band. Yay! So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed my first video. I'm going to be going now, not to band camp, but that's coming up on Monday, and hopefully I'll have some more stories, and I'll tell you guys all about them. So I hope you guys have a great day, and happy band camp. Bye!